Hello, it's me, Lord Chelsebutt, or Chelsea, whatever you want to call me. Not whatever you want to call me, but hi guys, it's me, Chelsea, or Lord Chelsebutt. No wait. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, Chelsea, aka Lord Chelsebutt, and I just went to Coachella this past weekend, so I did want to make a little video on it and my experience. It's not my first time going, it's my third year going, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about this time that I went. And not only that, but just festival things in general. I have not been to many festivals. I've gone to Coachella, third year this one, and I have gone to Outside Lands, which I loved as well. But there's just a lot with Coachella. Also, excuse me because I am in my moo. I just came back and I've been exhausted. It's exhausting. Like when you go to things like this, it's not just about, you know, financial planning. It's also you really got to plan mentally and physically because it is a lot of just a lot to take in. Like I get very exhausted. I get very overwhelmed. I get very overstimulated, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. So, yeah, just be prepared for all of that. I actually did not go the last day because, as you guys know, don't want to freaking talk about it all the time. But I obviously do have my back that hurts. And after walking 20 plus miles the first 2 days, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. I'd be shaking a little bit of ass. And I'd be tired. I'd be tired. I can't do it anymore. Not only that, but before I get into more like of the stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So some of the friends that we actually wanted to go were unable to go because they weren't unable to get their tickets last minute, which sucks because honestly, I was excited to see them. I was excited, but we did have a room left over at the Airbnb and I couldn't have it go to waste. So I did ask my friend if I could invite my grandma. So we took our grandma with us. She did not go to Coachella, but she went to the Airbnb. It had a pool. It was just very nice. A lot of greenery, a lot of just, and we took our babies. So she was with our babies there the whole time. And I felt bad. Like, I was like, how am I just over here at Coachella, freaking shaking ass? And my grandma's just been here with our dogs, which I mean, she enjoyed it. She like said she got a break from my grandpa and everything. But either way, I felt a little bad because I was like, I want to hang out with her too. Like she's somewhere. My grandma has never gone anywhere, okay, except for Mexico, de donde creció, y aquí donde vive ahora. So I was like, gotta take her to look around and stuff. So instead of going that day, I was like, I'm gonna not only do I feel pain, but I'm gonna hang out with my grandma. So we went thrifting, we went to Daiso, whatever. We went to that store and we went out to eat. Had a great time, honestly. But back to the festival, back to the festival. I want to start off by saying that the whole cleanliness of it all is really just kind of like off-putting. It kind of I would like to say it kind of ruins the experience for me at least a bit. Like I know I know that it's like impossible to like look after so much people. Okay, wait, actually, let me start off there. I would like to say that since the beginning, I know I've only gone two other times before this time. I just want to say that like literally just being there the first day, I was like, oh hell no. Like they sold way more tickets than were supposed to be sold. Like I don't know what the word is. I don't know if there is a word, but like clearly there's a capacity for things. Excuse me. And I just know for a fact that there were way over capacity. Like compared to the other 2 years, it was just very overwhelming of people. And I know it was Chala, but still, there's no way that there was that much more of people that was like allowed, like in capacity. It was too much people everywhere. I I just that like really just overwhelms me. And here, okay, here's why I'm here's my thing too. I know I was going to talk about the cleanliness, but first let me go back to the people, because it's not even so much about like concert etiquette or musical festival etiquette. It's just basic common decency, basic etiquette. Like, I don't know how some of these people are so entitled and just they act like if just because they're at Coachella, they deserve special treatment. Like, I'm sorry, baby, we are all in general admission. Like, you are no one else. You don't deserve anything. I'm not gonna move out of my way for you when you're in the same place as me. And I've said this multiple times. Even if you are with an artist pass, I don't care. I don't care. We're all people, and unless I am like breaking some rule, I'm not gonna do anything that you want me to do, and I don't think anybody should. We're all people, we are all the same. And a lot of these people, though, do not have basic manners, and it really just like pisses me off. Like, this is something else that just completely kills my mood. And that is why, as is, yeah, last year, not yesterday, last year I had said, I am not going to anything, whether it's a rave, a festival, unless I get invited and I get my tickets bought, not just for me, but for my baby girl, my twin. I can't go anywhere with that. We are a package deal. So, when I did go to Outside Lands, I didn't get our tickets. We didn't get our tickets. Our tickets were bought. And again, for Coachella this year, they were bought too. But next year I can't do it anymore. I can't do this general admission. If I'm gonna get invited, it's gonna be by a brand, and I better get an artist pass, not just for me, but for my baby girl, because yo girl cannot be walking around like in all of this filth around all these rude ass people. And I know they exist everywhere, from GA to artists to VIP, whatever. But in the end, I feel like I'd be able to breathe a bit more, because they are so freaking rude. First of all, let's go to the first day. Who was the headliner? Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter was the headliner. She did have a good amount of people, but not as much as Justin Bieber, obviously, who was for Saturday. So Saturday, he came out super late. Actually came out 3 minutes before what he was supposed to come out. But either way, it's still super late. You're literally walking around in the hot sun all day. You're tired. Like, everybody is just tired. You're not going to just wait there standing there. And I'm not going to lie, it grosses me out, but there's nothing for me to do other than freaking lay on the floor. And I'm not the only one. Everybody just lays on the floor. My sister was kind enough to put her hoodie down for me, and I would lay on the floor. And it's like, personally, me, when I am walking around trying to get from point A to point B, I am looking down, especially if I see that there is a sea full of people laying down in front of me. I like to look down. I don't want to step on anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. It is the least I can do if I'm walking through everybody. Like, I know I have to get through. Like, I know I have to get somewhere, but I'm going to do it. What is the word? I'm going to do it mindfully, because there is no reason why I should be getting kicked in my back, in my head, on my feet multiple times when you could see me. Yes, I know that for the most part, once it gets later, like Justin Bieber, he didn't come out till like 11:23. I know it's late, but either way, you're walking through all the people that are on the floor. All the people. So I know I'm not the only one that's getting kicked, that's getting tripped over. You could be a little bit more cautious when you are walking through a bunch of people. Like, it is just so rude to me. And the worst part, I think, is that it's just like completely don't even care. Like, even like turn around and like freaking side eye you, give you this look as if it's your fault that you are not looking where you are going and you tripped or kicked me. I don't care. Like, by the end, I was pissed. I was giving them the side eye. I was like, por tonta, ay, pero no quieres mirar, no quieres. Like, I was pissed. I was pissed because I was tired of getting hit. I was so done. Which is, all of this kind of added for me not even wanting to go to the last day. Besides, like I said, me not being able to walk comfortably. But yeah, just people need to be more mindful, more well mannered, and not just when walking through people, even if people are standing, like pushing through them, everything. Like, I don't know what it is. Like I'm telling you, so much people are just, they feel so entitled here. And it's crazy to me because we're all in the same place. So there's no need for you to be a bit. Now, to my second point that also makes it unenjoyable is all the dirtiness. I know there is a bunch of people. I know a lot of these people are on. I don't know if I have to censor that. I'll censor it just in case. I know a lot of these people are on, are drunk, but it is disgusting. I only went pee once because every porta potty I opened was just like instant hit of smell. And not only the smell, but it's just like, how is there toilet paper around the walls everywhere? Freaking poop, pee. Like, you are all grown for the most part. Like, please, please. I know you are, there's no way you're comfortable going to the bathroom in that. I know I wasn't, and I really couldn't. Like as soon as I've told you guys before, I may not have a gag reflex, but when it comes to being grossed out, like I have a weak stomach to that. And I could not open any door without freaking gagging and just like instantly stepping out. And now I know that there are bathrooms there, like actual bathrooms. So if I do go, or when, gotta manifest it. When I do go next year, I will clearly be using those because I heard that there's like air conditioned restrooms. They may be like a little bit more far and secluded because they are on their own. But I'd rather do that than freaking go into a nasty, hot, festering, boiling stink of a porta potty. And the thing is that people, it's obviously the people, like the people's fault. Like, how are you going in there and making that mess? It's not the workers' fault, it's the people. Because also, there are literally trash cans, recycling bins everywhere in the freaking venue. Yet people love throwing their trash on the floor. And it, like, I'll put a little clip here actually. Okay, so as you can see, people just love throwing them. Like we're for the most part, I know a lot of people are rather nude, but in the end, we all have something. We all have some form of pocket on us. Like whenever I had a trash, I would shove it in my pocket, put it in my bra, wait till I get to a trash can, because I am not trying to throw it on the floor. Like there's so much grass where you could lay on, and people ruin it by just throwing their trash all over. Freaking their cigarettes, whatever. Like I literally saw a girl like smoking in front of me, and then she goes and she freaking throws her cigarette. Doesn't even bother to like step on it, maybe pick it up, like just throw it there. Someone's gonna lay on that, and that's disgusting. Someone could actually burn themselves on that because didn't even put it out. Like again with the common decency, with all of this stuff. But yeah, people are so dirty, and like it really made me feel so bad because I would see all the people working there, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. um I'm highly emotional if you guys didn't know. But it would make me so fat so it would make me so sad when I would see the people working there, because clearly they're not working there out of enjoyment. I know people like to be like, some people like to be like, oh, like I'm gonna work here so I could enjoy the show. Like, these were older people. Like one of them literally reminded me of my grandpa. And you could just tell, like, clearly they're just trying to get by, like the majority of us in the world. And it's like, I know people would be like, well, if there's no trash, there'd be no work for them. Like, no, like, trust me, even if people threw their stuff in the trash, there's still things for them to do. Obviously take those trashes out. But they're over here basically having to speed clean everything while artists are like switching stages and everything to make it a little bit less messy, because in the end it's still messy. And I don't know, I just felt so bad. I had to, like, every person that was around me that was cleaning, I had to crown them. I had to give them my little pinwheels, my little capybaras. Like it's the least I could do to show my appreciation and my love for them, because honestly they do so much while we're just here watching people sing, enjoying ourselves, dancing. And I know that is their job, but we could be a bit cleaner so that they don't have to be, probably pushed more, stressed out more, and everything. Because in the end, the majority of these people, like I said, were older people. And I know they're doing it to get by. And that's what, like, I don't know, it just gets to me. So that was like my second thing. Okay, first thing, what was the first thing? I'm like blanking. Uh, oh yeah, first thing was that there's so much people. Secondly, rude people. Third, messy people. All of these are people basically. But yeah, third thing was all the messiness is a no-go. Fourth thing, which I feel like this is obviously a lot of people's one thing that, like, and I didn't even know that I was doing like a countdown or a rating or whatever. In the end, I am just talking about my experience there and things that I find unenjoyable, because we could all talk about the enjoyable part of it. You see your favorite artist, you shaking that thing, you having a good time. We could all talk about that, but in the end, there is a lot that goes with it, and I think people should really think about that when they do decide to go. So my last thing is that these things are a lot of money, and it's crazy to me when this is one of the things that was actually like the reason that it started off was like as a protest, right? So that things could be cheaper, and it's like it's crazy expensive. Like there is no way things should be costing that much money for you to see some celebrities, because like for the experience I'm telling you, it's not the greatest. It really isn't. And I fear that the majority of the people that literally talk about like, oh, having the best time ever, are they must be on or they must be drunk, because any sober person, as much fun as you're having, because I do not need alcohol, I do not need to be under any influence to have a good time. I'm a party and a half by myself just whenever I want. But even then, like I said, there is just a lot going on, a lot that makes it very unenjoyable, from the price to the mess to the freaking rudeness to all of that. And yeah, it's very expensive. I literally just, like, since I did go to Coachella, TikTok be listening and all, so I started getting a lot of Coachella TikToks. And like I found out what a yurt is, like all this like fancy smanchy stuff, and it's like it's crazy to me that some people out here are really paying like $20,000 to go to a 3-day festival. I mean, if you have it like that, you got it like that. That is your money. I'm not anybody that judges people for what they want to do with their money. I just think it's crazy. Like, I think even if you do got it like that, I feel like you should still be kind of like, no, like this does not need to be this expensive, because it's expensive. It's expensive. And yeah, that's basically it though. That was my experience. Um I did have a great time though, the 2 days that I went. But in the end, I have a great time wherever I go, because I'm the great time. Me and my sister and my friend, we could just be sitting down somewhere and we'll have a great time. So we did have a great time. We saw some of our, obviously we saw just the, oh, my baby got off the bed, but also ignore that I don't have sheets. I'm currently washing them. I did just go to Coachella, so I want to be extra clean and stuff. But yeah, we have a great time no matter where we go. So we did have a great time. We saw Justin Bieber, which who doesn't love JB? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I freaking was there crying. I He's just so beautiful. And I just love him so much. So at the end of the day, I did have fun. Don't let me discourage you from going to any festival. But I am just giving you some of the things that make this festival in specific unenjoyable for me. Because while I have only gone mainly to Coachella, I have also gone to Outside Lands, which Outside Lands is in San Francisco. And I had a great time there. I honestly, when it comes to the experience of the environment, the people, 100% would go, excuse me, 100% would go Outside Lands over Coachella. It is super far from me though. It is like a 10-hour drive. and like stuff is more expensive over there, like when it comes to like where to stay and everything, but for the most part the people, great. Like I know there are influencers, micro influencers everywhere we go nowadays, but for the most part I just feel like Coachella is just like just infested. And not even if they're influencers or not, like so much people feel so entitled there, just feel so snobby. And like I'm telling you, the people in outside lands, literally gems, literally dolls. I love them all. They were all so kind, also just a good time, good time. There was a couple of people that obviously, just like everywhere, there's good and bad everywhere, but the majority over there, great time. The level of cleanliness, way better over there. um what else is there? The rudeness and stuff like that. Well, obviously it goes with the people, which I already said, just better over there. And the tickets are actually not bad. And you could actually also pay for just 1 day, 2 days, or all 3 days. So when it comes to money wise, I guess it's not that bad either. But at the end, I feel like people as a whole just have to be more cautious with how they act in public, especially with so much people around. Because, at the end of the day, we are all people. You and me are all the same. I do not need to be bowing down to you or anything like that. And you don't need to do that to me either. So just remember to have a little bit more common decency, a little bit more manners. Be kind. That is one of the most important things. Wherever you go, just be kind. Be kind to people. We all deserve kindness, okay? And really quick before I do go, because, this is okay. Before I do go, I just want to say that I was sitting down with my sister. We were waiting for, I think we were waiting for Sabrina, and a very kind, very beautiful girl came up to us and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, like I love your hair." And she just started talking, and I think she was Australian, and she honestly just sat there and talked to us for a while. We were just like, well, mainly her. She was just talking about like a good time that she had with her family, that she went to Tijuana, and that she was just talking about like Mexicans, how Mexicans are just great people because we told her we were Mexican, but she was basically talking about how America gets such a bad rep in basically all the other countries, which I don't blame them because, like I said, everybody that I encountered at Coachella, not everybody, I'm lying, I'm not going to say everybody, but for the most part, so much rude people, so much entitled people, so much snobby people. But she was just saying how everybody has like this idea of Americans all over the world, and that she's so happy that her experience has been the opposite. Everybody was very kind to her. Everybody was just like was just great to her. And I was telling her that I was very happy that she was experiencing that, because for me as a person, I was not experiencing that. And I'm just glad that someone that is not used to living here in America got to experience goodness, because like I said, there is so much bad too. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, because there is a lot of good. But there is so much people that just need a reality check and need to realize that they need to behave differently. But I am glad she had a wonderful time. And I am very glad that I got to talk to her. She was beautiful inside and out. And I hope she continues to have great memories in America. And I am glad that I was able to be one of them, because clearly, she was just like, "I love you. You guys are great. You're beautiful." And I love her too. She was great. And I just really encourage all of you again to be kind, to be loving, to be a little bit more mannered, calm, decent, whatever, decent. I don't know what the word is, but you know what I mean. Um, but yeah. Oh my gosh, am I sounding like a negative Nancy? I swear I'm not like a Debbie Downer, a negative Nancy, anything like that. Like I said, I had a great time, but I'm just being real with you guys. I always say I'm gonna be real no matter what. And at the end of the day, the people, the mess, the rudeness, But I did meet so much great people too. As you guys know, look at the by stuff there in the background. I am a clown, of course. So of course I had to go dressed as a clown. I've wearing my clown suit. I have my clown makeup, and I did have a couple of people um come up to me, compliment me, take pictures of me, just to be overall kind. And I love that. And people would ask me like, why are you doing this? Like what's the reason? And at the end, if I could make people smile, like that honestly puts a smile on my face. So that is my reasoning for doing it. Besides me liking it, I like it. I like how I look, and it's fun to me. I like it. And seeing other people get, like I said, a smile, it puts a smile on my face. So that is why I do it. And I really encourage all of you, besides being kind and loving, to just do what you want. I feel like another thing, oh my gosh, I don't want to, another thing is that like so many people basically dress the same at Coachella. Like it's crazy to me. I'm just kind of like baffled how every year like people probably like think that they're going different, but everybody really goes the same. And I know it's hot, and that is the reason why the majority are like basically half naked, but like we could be a little bit more original. Like I feel like so much people just don't do what they want to do and just do what they think is like in and stuff. And I feel like you should just go with what you like. Obviously, yes, if you want to have just pasties on, have your biddies out and some shorts on, okay, do that. But like, like if you don't like that and you're hot, you don't have to do that. Like you could do other stuff. Not everything has to be, the same as everybody else. Like I saw probably two other clowns there, and I was excited. I was like, hey, like I love that. I love people being themselves. Don't don't try to be like everybody else. Like they're I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just ranting now and I'm getting on a different topic basically. But just be yourself. Now we're gonna add be yourself. And I know everything under the sun, how I say multiple times, everything under the sun has been said or done. I know that. But that doesn't mean that we all have to be exactly the same. From makeup to hair to clothes. Like, do what you want. Don't be afraid of people judging you. Don't be afraid to be embarrassed. Embarrassment, it does not exist. Okay. And places like this, like festivals, are literally the perfect place for you to just be who you are. Because if people judge you there, then that says more about them than it says about you. No one's gonna judge you for looking how you look, for wearing what you wear. I know I did get a couple side eyes. I know I had some people laugh at me, but you know what? I don't care. I looked great and I had a good time. And at the end of the day, I just know that maybe they wish they were a little bit more free, you know? So I don't want to keep freaking repeating myself because I basically, oh my gosh. So I have basically said everything that I wanted to say. And at this point, I'm just going to keep going and going. So I will just say again, festivals are a great time. You can most definitely have a great time. Just remember, there are a lot of rude people. There are a lot of messy people. It is expensive, okay? And if you want to be part of the change of all of this, you easily can. Just be yourself, be kind, and be loving. And yeah, the festival's already 1,000 times better because of you being like that. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna try and post more on here. I always say that, huh? But I really mean it now. I I did just like I've been exhausted though, and it's crazy, and I feel so bad for like the people that are like doing a 9 to 5, because Coachella is very draining. It is so draining, and it's like just having to go back into that is crazy. Like I can't. Like I'm just so exhausted still, but I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. So that's why I'm recording this. Then I'm gonna edit this, and then I've been saying I'm gonna do like podcasty type of thing. I don't want to call it a podcast because what makes something a podcast? What, that it's just like you talking? Like I don't know. I'm just gonna yap. I'm gonna yap. Okay. So I do have something that I have planned, and I hope to bring that out soon. But I love you guys. So God bless you all.